Let's jump right into it today. Got a couple of stories to talk about, and we'll start here. We kind of called this one yesterday. This kind of broke as we were going live in the show, but here it is. Dwayne Haskins officially out of Washington. Let's read this quote from him. This is what he tweeted out. Here we go. Dwayne Haskins, my time with the Washington football team has unfortunately come to an end. I thank the team and the fans for the opportunity to play for the team I grew up rooting for. I take full responsibility for not meeting the standards of an NFL quarterback and will become a better man and player because of this experience. I mean, yeah, that's classic. I mean, this is a classy tweet. He said exactly what he had to say. He's taking full responsibility, which, I mean, he really has to. It's really all falls on him. They gave this man plenty of chances, and he just wasn't making the right decision. So glad that this man can own up to it. But, we all kind of saw this coming. I don't really think he's an NFL quarterback. I really didn't even like him in college, and he had a pretty good college career. So, unfortunate for Dwayne Haskins. I really don't see him being picked up by anybody. If it is, it's going to be in a backup role. Dwayne Haskins, he's not a starter in the league. It's unfortunate. Alrighty, what else do we got here? Jared Goff, he did undergo surgery. It was a little up in the air whether he was going to do it right now or kind of wait till after the season, but he met with another doctor. They suggested surgery now, so Jared Goff just underwent surgery. He's not going to be playing on Sunday. Not the best because they're kind of a win-and-in scenario for them. So who's their backup? Well, they got John Wolford. Ever heard of him? Because I have not. He's expected to play on Sunday, and they're also expected to sign Blake Bortles off of the Denver's practice squad to be John Wolford's backup. Now, you kind of have to start John Wolford. He knows the offense. He's been with this team, I'm assuming, for kind of the entire season. You can't really start Blake Bortles. He's on another team. He doesn't know your playbook. He's not going to get caught up. Now, is Blake Bortles a better quarterback than John Wolford? I would have to say yes, because I've heard of one and not the other. So, we'll kind of take a look at John Wolford probably on Saturday on our Saturday showcase. Let's see what this man's all about. Do we think he can win the game for the Rams? So we will look at him, not today, but we will look at him through the week. And, this is going to be interesting. Rams need a win here. Rams need the win. So we'll see what happens with them this week. Alrighty, and then we got a quote here by Kyle Shanahan. He says, quote, I do believe Jimmy is going to be our quarterback next year, and I would assume the same. I mean, this man is good. Jimmy Garoppolo can play. I mean, Bill Belichick wanted him, and now he was with the 49ers, and he got them to a Super Bowl. I mean, look at the quarterbacks that has gotten teams to Super Bowls. Are there really any scrubs? Maybe the last one, Cam Newton. Maybe, but, in his prime, he was decent. So Jimmy Garoppolo can still play. He just needs to stay healthy. And I think the 49ers are right in keeping Jimmy Garoppolo on the 49ers. Whether it's a starter or a backup, the man needs to be on the 49ers. Alrighty, and I love to see this. Bengals running back Joe Mixon is now officially out for the year. That's fantastic. The Bengals aren't going to play him in a meaningless Week 17 game. Get this man ready, fully healthy. Get Joe Burrow ready, fully healthy. So next year, y'all can pick up where you left off at the end of this season because they got, 2, 3 in a row? They're looking good. 2 in a row, looking for 3 in a row. So love this kind of attitude here by the Bengals, not pushing anything. Let's just get into next season. We're already doing very good. This rebuild is on track for, a decent, small rebuild, short rebuild, and they're going to be competitors probably come next season, folks. Let's see what they do in the draft. If they get a little bit better, I would say they need to clean up their defense a little bit and maybe just find a better wide receiver because I don't know. I do like T. Higgins. I think they got somebody there, but A.J. Green, I don't know about him. I don't know if he can kind of return to his form of kind of a number one, all-star wide receiver. So we'll see kind of what direction the Bengals go to in the draft. And, they got the coach, they got the running back, they got the quarterback. That's really all you need. Now just shore up that defense a little bit. Alrighty, carrying on. Bruce Arians says Buccaneers will, quote, play to win in Week 17. Quote, once again, we're going to practice and pretend like everything depends on it. I love this attitude. The Bucs haven't played well this season to kind of, earn a week 17 bye, to rest everybody. Tom Brady still needs the reps with his wide receivers. The wide receivers still need to kind of still get into form and stay hot because there's a lot of talent on this team, and Tom Brady can't get the ball to all of them, decently. I'm talking about like 5 to 7 targets or, receptions for all of his weapons. So they need to be ready when they're called on, and they all need to be playing on week 17. So I love that, the Bucs are going to be starting all their starters. They're going to be playing to win. Love it, especially the week that they had last week where Tom Brady didn't even play in the second half. He still needs these reps a little bit. So, and this also kind of helps us with betting on the Bucs this week if we're going to like them, because we know they're going to be playing their starters and playing to win. So love this attitude here by Bruce Arians. Alrighty, and I don't think this was ever, a question, but Eagles are going to be starting Jalen Hurts for the final game of the season against Washington. It's a meaningless game for the Eagles, but not for Washington, and the Eagles know that. They can play spoiler, and Jalen Hurts knows this, and Doug Peterson knows this. So, huge opportunity here for a Eagles win. Jalen Hurts is going to be playing to win. I think the whole Eagles team is going to be playing to win. They're playing for their future for next season. Jalen Hurts, another rep here against a division opponent. When they're going to be going at it 100%, it's going to be great for Jalen to get some more experience. What has he played? 4 games. So, he needs all the reps he can get because I think this is going to be the new starter in Philadelphia come 2021. Alrighty, and then, we kind of mentioned it at the top of the show. I mean, man, this man is so freaking good. Stefon Diggs leading the NFL in receptions with 120, and he also leads the NFL in receiving yards with 1,459. I mean, folks, this man is all over the place. And do we have to, compare the Vikings to the Bills? Last year, Stefon Diggs with the Vikings, they got to the playoffs. Now this season, he's with the Bills. They're in the playoffs, and now Minnesota's not in the playoffs. I mean, do we need any more correlation? I think Stefon Diggs is really the only answer there. The man's great. He needs to be talked about in, top 5 wide receivers, and the way that Josh Allen is giving this man the ball, he's going to his weapons, and the weapons are paying off, folks. Leading receiver, or leading NFL receptions leader and leading NFL receptions yard leader. I mean, folks, it's kind of crazy what Buffalo is doing and what Josh Allen is doing and the way that Stefon Diggs is still playing. Woof, man. Watch out for Buffalo, folks. They're real good. All right, and then the last thing to talk about, I mean, isn't this crazy, folks? Look at this. In the AFC, one of these teams will not be making the playoffs. Titans, Dolphins, Ravens, Browns, Colts. I mean, look at these records, all 10-5 going into Week 16. Tight race. One of them will not make it. Who do we think? Well, just look at this picture. I think one of these things is not like the other, unfortunately, and I think it's the Colts. Phillip Rivers, he's showing his classic Phillip Rivers. I can trust Tannehill. I can trust Tua. I can trust Lamar Jackson. I can kind of trust Baker Mayfield, but not really too much. And I really can't even trust Phillip Rivers anymore. So, unfortunately, I think the Colts are going to be this one team out of the 5 teams that will not get the playoff spot. Alrighty, let's kind of cover a little bit of basketball from last night. Here we go. Hawks, Pistons. Hawks win by 8. This was one of our moneymaker picks. Pistons plus 10. I mean, they cover, so very well done. We loved all those points. Now, we are going to have to kind of shift off the Pistons. We were kind of early adopters into the Pistons, kind of right before the season started. We did like the Pistons. I like Derrick Rose. I thought Blake Griffin would kind of reemerge their careers this season, but they're starting off 0-3. Not looking good. They did cover the 10, so we do appreciate that, but I think we're going to start falling off a little bit on the Pistons, and well done by Trae Young. I mean, this man is just going absolutely bananas here in this first couple games of the season. 3-0 for the Hawks. The man just went, 29 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Watch out for this Atlanta team, folks. They're going to be a dark horse in the playoffs because Trae Young is finally coming into his own, and this is what I'm talking about. Rookies really do not make an impact. I think this is Trae Young's 3rd season in the league, and now, they're finally developing wins. And this man was good his rookie year as well. So, I mean, he's just getting better and better. But I'm telling y'all, rookies cannot make a huge impact year 1 or really kind of even year 2. So, well done for the Hawks, starting 3-0. Alrighty, Nets lose again, dropping 2 straight. I hate to see that. You hate to see that. They lose against the Grizzlies 116-111. That's why we're a little shaky on betting this Nets team. We still love their talent, but there needs to be a leader. All the players, because of Kyrie and Kevin Durant, don't respect Steve Nash as a head coach. So, that's not going to be the leader. We know Kyrie's attitude, not too much leaderish. And we know Kevin Durant, his attitude, not too much leaderish either. So it's got to come from somewhere, and that's going to be the big kind of knock on this Nets team. Who is going to be the leader? They've got the talent. Nobody's doubting that, but they're 2-2 for a reason, folks, and they just lost against the Grizzlies. Not a good look there. Let's see. Did Kevin Durant and Kyrie even play? Let's just make sure we're not, talking wild right now. They did not play. So look at that. Look at who played here. They didn't even play. So rest, that's kind of another reason why we kind of have to wait for 10 games into the NBA season, because people are already taking rest and time off and injured. It's just, with the NBA, that load management is kind of lame, if you ask me, especially early in the season, in the shorter NBA season, and y'all still need some load management. All right. Y'all do y'all. All right, let's keep it going here. Jazz, Thunder. Jazz get the 1-point win. Very well done. Jazz kind of, picking up where they left off in the bubble last season. This Thunder team, kind of nobody's even left kind of on that roster that was in the bubble. Chris Paul's gone. Steven Adams is gone. So Jazz get the win here. Very well done. 110-109. All right, Rockets still looking very not good. James Harden can't do it all himself, and they've got no supporting cast. They dropped their second game. Nuggets, Nikolai Jokic is the real deal, folks. He's still carrying over. He's still having a fantastic season. They get the win, 124-111. And the Blazers beat the Lakers once again. Lakers, what's going on with them? Losing, they lost against the Clippers. Now they're losing against the Blazers. I get the Blazers have some good talent. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, I get all that, but to lose at home against the Blazers, not a good look for the Lakers here. Lakers get the loss, 115-107. Well done by the Blazers to start 2-1 for the season. Very well done. All right, there's a lot of NBA games on tonight, and we've got a lot to cover in the show, so we're not going to do kind of our moneymaker. Check our website, takesbyfans.com. We'll post our moneymaker kind of after the show of what we like today for our moneymaker for the NBA.